Good morning, everybody. This is Mike over at Disney Daily Dime, and we are back with another resort tour. This time we are now at Disney's brand new, absolutely newest resort, Disney's Riviera Resort. And we've been here the last 3 days. We're just wrapping up a trip, about to head home, so I want to record some video around the resort. It's a Mediterranean-themed resort inspired by some of Walt Disney's own ventures over there. It's a place he liked to go quite a bit, apparently. So we're gonna go check it out. So let me turn this around here, and let me flip the microphone, and we'll take a look at it. So what you can see is a lovely little, I guess, porte cochere right here around the front of the resort. And I'll kind of give you a view of the sides. It's a very condensed resort. It's not wide, kind of spread wide all over the place. You can see I think it's technically 10 stories tall, but only on certain wings of it, I believe. But it's all this high-rise that you can see right here. There's not outer buildings and the things that you're accustomed to seeing at most of the other resorts. It's all kind of tied together. So it is Christmas right now. You can see the poinsettia decor that's right here. Really, really well done and brand new. I did want to point out this light fixture up here. It's Hidden Mickey. It's actually really beautiful, but if you look at it the right way, I actually have some pictures of it on the blog. But so you've got that light fixture right there, and then you come over this way into the lobby. Really nice Riviera Resort logo. Come in. As you come in, you're greeted by these two kind of mirror fountains. I'll kind of just show you one of them. You know, lovely fountain. A lot of the vegetation is obviously really green, all really kind of small. It'll be interesting to see how this resort evolves as some of the vegetation grows in, because it was all probably planted in the last 3 months, maybe less. The resort opened up on, I believe it was December 17th, and today is January 1st, actually. So we'll go ahead and make our way inside now. I'll be back in 1 second. All right, so now we're inside the lobby, and you can see you're greeted by this very stunning, I'd say light fixture, but it's really more like a piece of art that's on the ceiling. It's really nice. I'm not sure how it goes with the Mediterranean theme. I have not been to the Mediterranean, so you know, you got that. So we'll go kind of wander around. So in the lobby, you've got obviously the check-in area, which is over there, and then you've got two places right off the lobby. So you've got Le Petit Cafe, which you can get some coffee in the morning and the like, and then you've got La Boutique, which is the gift shop and kind of sundries and that sort of stuff as well. One thing to note is, from a dining perspective, there isn't really any dining of significance other than Le Petit Cafe on the floor you come in on. You actually come in on the second floor of the resort. Most of the dining is down on the first floor or up on the 10th floor. So you've got Topolino's Terrace up on the 10th floor, and then you've got Primo Patio down on the bottom floor, and Bar Riva, which is the pool bar area. So as you kind of come around, I'll kind of give you a view out the window here. You can see you've got a very nice area. We're going to go back there here in a minute, but just want to kind of give you a sense. You see how the ground is actually a floor below us. So but before we get to the dining, we're going to go ahead to the Skyliner station. So we're going to go do that now. We're going to kind of work from west to east on the resort. So let's go to the Skyliner now. All right, so we're now over at the Skyliner station. So it is on the west side of the resort if you're looking for it, and you'll either come out of one of two paths. You'll come out of this one over here with these little water fountains that you can kind of see off over in here. I'll zoom in a little bit, and we're going to go over there in 1 second. You'll come out that path, or you'll come down this path, which kind of comes from the pool and the back side of the resort. The reason I want to show you that is because you need to decide where you're going. So if you come out of this path over here and down this walkway, this little covered walkway, right to that little entryway right there. That will take you to Hollywood Studios and Caribbean Beach, Art of Animation, and Pop Century. If you need to go to Epcot, you actually need to go kind of over here down this pathway that kind of comes from over here, down this pathway, and loop underneath the Skyliner and go in the other side of it. That's the only way they'll let you through. You can't kind of just cross over. So I did want to point that out. Okay, so let me zoom back out and we'll go over here and we'll take a look at one of the prettiest areas of the resort, at least in my mind, and that's this covered walkway. And what makes it really striking is the fountains are nice, there's no questioning that, but they have these wonderful tile mosaics. So you can see one here that is from Peter Pan, so you can kind of see Peter leading the kids through London, around Big Ben, and it's really cool because it goes all the way up, over. You can see Peter and Wendy and all the children flying around, and then you get to the other side where they come into Neverland. So really, really cool, really, really beautiful mosaic. I mean, it's stunning. You should definitely come check this out if you are here. So in addition, they've got another one just on the other side of these fountains over here. And I'm gonna go over here. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. There's somebody's taking a photo of that. I don't want to just kind of photobomb through. So what you'll find is, and the light's a little harsh here because of the daylight, so it might be a little hard to see. I'll have pictures of it on the blog too, but you can see the village of, I think it's Corona, Rapunzel's home kingdom, if you will, from Tangled. And you can see the village with all of the lanterns going up, all through the ceiling, leading the way. And then you come down into over here. I'm waiting for some people to walk by, so that's why I'm kind of holding the camera up. So you get down to Rapunzel's tower. So again, it's very intricate. I'm going to kind of get close here, so because the sun's not so harsh, but you can see all the very intricate tile work that went into creating this. It's really impressive, really, really impressive. And the light touch, elegant Disney theming that I'm looking for. And if you've watched our Grand Floridian Resort review or video, you'll know that I felt that resort kind of lacked, especially in the rooms. But really, really love it. That's elegant, it's beautiful, but it's still Disney, and it shows that they know how to do this. I'll link to that Grand Floridian Resort review here in a second in a card up in the top. So there's one thing in the room area that I did want to point out to you guys, and the carpet here is little, I don't know, caricatures or whatever of the Fab Five. So if you kind of look through them, you can see different people. There's Goofy, you've got, or I'm sorry, there's Pluto, and you have Goofy, Donald, Minnie, and Mickey, all in the carpet. So they're generally in the elevator areas if you want to kind of check those out. So this is kind of the hallway, and one of the things in the resort that I really love is throughout it you'll find these little classic lovely art touches that are Disney. So you can see Cinderella and Snow White there. Anna and Elsa were quite thrilled to see the one of Rapunzel and Ariel next to each other, their favorite princesses each. So there are lots of, good morning, Happy New Year. There's lots of nice little art touches like that everywhere. You can see Peter Pan's artwork, or I shouldn't say Peter Pan, he wasn't in that, but the family. And this is kind of what the hallways look like. I'm walking a little quick because we're running late to check out of our room, so sorry, I'm moving a little fast. But you can see all the artwork, you know, throughout the hall. That, again, it's very elegant, lovely, fits with the resort, but also gives that Disney touch that I think is really, really good to see. So So that's the kind of the inside of the resort area that I wanted to show you guys. Hope that was helpful. We'll move on to the next part of the resort now. All right, so we're outside now on kind of the main courtyard area that's behind the resort. So I did want to show you real quick. Here's a map of the resort, and as you can kind of see, really compact. The building basically goes from here to here to here, and then back here, and that's it. There's, like I said, there's no outer buildings or anything like that. There are 2 pools. So you've got the Riviera pool, which is right here. We'll go to that over here in a second. And then you've got the kind of quiet pool, adult pool, whatever you want to call it, which is Beau Soleil. I think maybe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure, but that's over here. So from here, that's actually right there behind those bushes. So what you'll find here from an amenities perspective is a very Mediterranean type theme. So you've got places for yard games. They have a little bocce ball court over here to the left. They've got this green area where we saw them a couple of days ago playing a game that I honestly am not familiar with, where they were rolling balls down a thing. I don't know if it was just a kind of a kid's game or something that's a very Mediterranean thing to do. Here is the bocce ball court. I think it's called a court. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. So yes, according to this sign, yes, it's called a court. So there's a little bit of rules for bocce, but I don't know that really too many people here know how to play. When we've seen kids playing on it, they're just rolling the balls and trying to bang them against each other and sort of have fun, which is perfectly fine. So as you kind of walk toward the back, again, everything's really close together. You don't have to walk very far. You get to the Riviera pool. So we'll go back in here in a second and kind of check it out. All right, so now I'm in the Riviera pool area. Before I got to the pool itself, I did want to point out there's actually some games in here for recreation. So you can see a cornhole set up, and then we've got a Connect 4 little setup, a little oversized thing. It's a little like what you'll find over at Old Key West. But here's the main pool area. You can see lots of seating, lots of places to lay out. It's very kind of calm and chill. Anna and Elsa absolutely loved the pool here, mainly for the slide. The pool itself actually isn't, I'll say, unbelievable, but the slide is pretty fantastic in their opinion. And then there's a splash pad area for little kids that I'll go over and check out here in a minute. So, but this is what the pool area looks like. Again, there's the slide, the main pool area itself, and then we'll also go over and check out the quiet pool. But that's kind of what is here. Oh, and it's a little early, but this little green covered cart thing here is actually a gelato stand if you want to pick up some gelato while you're kind of poolside and then have a sweet kind of cool treat. So let's go over to the quiet pool. All right, so this is one of the entrances to the quiet pool area. One thing I wanted to point out, the hours say 7 to 11 right now. They're not necessarily like that all the time. I'm not going to go too far in here because I think we've got some people in here. Or actually, we don't have anybody in here. There were some people in here earlier, I thought, so it looks like they've kind of cleared out. So this is what the quiet pool area looks like. You'll notice the water comes all the way up to the very top of the pool. It's kind of a nice little effect that they have going on here. So what I really like about it is, as you notice around both the sides of it, you have these really tall shrubs that I can't think of what they are off the top of my head, but they provide some real privacy in here. The downside is, as you can see, everybody up in their balconies can look down on the pool and see everything that's going on here. We have a room that is up right about up in there, and we can look straight down into that pool area and see everything that's going on. I will actually have some pictures of it on the blog. But a nice pool nonetheless, with lots of seating and a good way to kind of get away from it. So good option if you need one. All right, so also over here kind of by the pool is Primo Piatto. I think I said Primo Piatto or Primo Patio earlier in the review. Sorry about that. We're just going to open up and kind of take a look inside because there's lots of other people in there, but this is what it kind of looks like. And we're going to have breakfast here shortly. I actually see Carla sitting at a table. So this is what the inside of it looks like. It's the counter service restaurant within the resort. All right, and so next to the pool, the main Riviera pool, is this fun little splash area. I'm not going in there because there's actually a kid playing on the other side of it and want to give him and his family some privacy. But you can kind of see what it is over here. It's actually one of the better splash areas that I've seen at a resort. The one at the Polynesian is really great. Most of the deluxe resorts are actually really great. But you can kind of see lots of things going on. Splash areas, some water, some fountains shooting out, lots of places for kids to go have a good time. So kind of, I'll say just to the east of the splash area. I'm not going to walk all the way over there. If you're looking to kind of get away from it all and just lay on a beach, you can actually do that. So I'll zoom in over here. Just down the walkway is this little kind of laying area. There's sand. You can go out and you can just kind of sit and relax and kind of get away from it all. There's no real place for kids to do anything if you're looking for peace and quiet, although I will say the quiet pool seems to be pretty quiet as well. But you can come out there, lay down, relax. We haven't seen really, honestly, a whole lot of people there, and it actually has been warm the first few days that we've been here. So there have been lots of people in the pool, but just not a lot of people laying on the beach. So I don't know if that's a sign of just, too cool for them or what the deal is. But if you want to get away from it, a great place to go. So you are nestled kind of on the little lake here. You'll notice that across the way is Caribbean Beach Resort. From what Carla tells me, Riviera actually used to be part of Caribbean Beach, or the site of it, I should say, was part of Caribbean Beach, and then they leveled a wing of it to build the resort. So taking a little space from that, but you've got this really lovely little path. You can kind of wander back here if you're looking to walk or run and get some exercise in. That comes behind it. I did want to show you on the back side of the Riviera pool is another place where you can kind of go and just lay out and kind of get away from it all, so to speak, and it feels very quiet and peaceful. And I'd say that's kind of true for this resort as a whole while we've been here. Hello! There's cast members out setting up something for yard games, it looks like. Good morning. Happy New Year. Oh, it's a giant pool set? Foot snookers. Now, is this a Mediterranean game or? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's actually just kind of our own take on it. Yeah, that's very cool. Yes. If we weren't leaving today, I'd bring my kids. All right, so I talked to the cast members a bit, and they do set up these long games. So you've got the foot snooker, you have bowling, and then a Jenga game, and it's for kids to just come out and play. So that's a good little hobby or a recreation time that they can have. And then out here on the ocean, or not the ocean, the lake, you'll find the pit, barbecue pit, or campfire area where they do s'mores in the evening. So here's a nice little view of what the resort looks like. Again, it's very peaceful and quiet here. Has been the entire time that we've been here, frankly. So that is the resort. I think that will cover most of it. It is a pricey resort. Make no bones about it. You're not gonna stay here for $100 a night. That's just not happening. It is a DVC resort if you're interested in buying into it. And I think with that we will wrap things up. So hope you enjoyed our resort tour of Disney's Riviera Resort. If you liked it, please give it a like, share it with anyone you think would find it useful. And if you like what we're doing on the channel, then feel free to hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified as we post new content as we go. If you're interested in some other resort tours, I'll link to a few of them that we've done here in the in the end cards, as well as the room tour that we did of our room here at Riviera Resort. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.